Yo, check this shit out, gang. Now, this is the 7th year of Klopp with Liverpool. And is there a curse that's been haunting Jurgen Klopp when he hits his 7th year? Now, the reason we say this is because over the last few years we saw that Klopp in his 7th year with any club that he's been with, something fishy has happened. Now, in his first ever press conference as Reds boss, the self-proclaimed normal one, aka Jurgen Klopp, promised that at least one title in 4 years time would be delivered. Now, this motherfucker actually delivered more than that, because if you all remember the Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers, Roy Hodgson, Kenny Dalglish, but it was a dead thing, especially when you compare that Liverpool to the Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, remember how the fans were sad out here. But anyways, already in 2019, 4 years after his appointment, Jurgen Klopp actually won the Champions League. The year after, he won the Premier League, something Liverpool had to wait 30 years for that shit. And even though the following year they had a really disappointing year, you could say, where they finished 4th in the Premier League, and the Champions League, I think they lost in the semi-finals. And that season when the Corona was busting, the 2020-2021, Alisson and Van Dijk were actually injured for the most of that year. They still managed to get to the Champions League spot, and the following year, which is aka last year, they still bounced back. And y'all know how that shit went. They were literally 2 games away from winning a quadruple, something no team has ever done. They were on the verge of making history, but they missed out on the Premier League on the last day, on the last 10 minutes, and they also lost the Champions League final to Real Madrid, even though they were the heavy favorites. Now, having said this shit though, if we look at history, Jurgen Klopp became the first ever manager at Mainz to promote them to the Bundesliga when he was first hired. And on Mainz's first ever season in the Bundesliga, bruh, even though they had the smallest budget and the smallest stadium in the league, Mainz actually managed to finish 11th place in their first top flight ever season in 2004 and 2005. And the following year, Klopp actually managed to take these motherfuckers even one step further. He took them to the UEFA Cup where they were knocked out by Sevilla, who actually went on to win the whole shit. Now, something funny happened in his 7th year though. Somehow Klopp and Mainz actually got relegated, and once that shit happened, man, he moved to Borussia Dortmund in 2008. And this is the spot where actually Klopp truly made his name. He took Dortmund to the Champions League final and won back-to-back Bundesliga titles. They lost in the Champions League final to Bayern Munich, if y'all remember. Players like Sahin, Gundogan, Götze, Lewandowski, Hummels, Mandem like Kagawa, Royce, Bender, man, they all pop under this motherfucker. I even forgot Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. There's probably some homies I'm forgetting on top of my head right now too. But anyways, yet again on his 7th year with Dortmund, he lost Lewandowski to Bayern Munich, and that year, man, the homie actually finished 7th in the Bundesliga and he promptly left the club. Now, in the summer, Klopp actually said to the Anfield Wrap, "We are now already a while together, it's my 7th season, and that is really strange. We cannot just keep things like they are. We cannot just say, is great with the same team and getting older. You have to make changes, we do constantly." And this year, Liverpool and Klopp, they've already lost one important brick, and that's Sadio Mane. Even though they have replaced him with Darwin Núñez, he's not the same player, if you see what I'm saying. And so far, Liverpool have made the worst start under Klopp since he came to Liverpool. Now, if you ask Mully, is there a curse on his 7th year or something like that? Man, I don't believe that. I think it's a mere coincidence. Some football experts say there's a burnout, stuff like that. I just straight up believe Liverpool's form is a consequence of the injuries they're currently suffering from. They got 9 senior players injured right now. And not to mention, Liverpool have actually just played 3 games. They are just 3 games into the season. They are currently 16th place. And if they go on a winning run, if they win the next 5 or 6 games, people will forget all this shit. But as y'all already know, people have different opinion. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think there's something cooking up in the 7th year under Klopp, or just a mere coincidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. It's your boy YoungMully. Let's subscribe. It's lit.